Present of the seasons, we have come to the highlight of the spring, and all nature was at beauty's festival. Everything was festive, a special session of beauty. In this high signal moment to the gods, this was a special moment chosen by the gods, high moment, signal, signifying some special importance. This moment signifies or signals something important to come. Answering Earth's yearning and her cry of bliss, a greatness from our other countries came. There are two or three important ideas in these two lines. From our other countries, from other planes of existence. Each plane is a country, and they are our other countries. This one, the material, the physical one, is not the only country of ours. If we choose, we can live in other countries also. The country of mind, the country of light, the country of delight, and so on. So the whole thing is a cosmos, a connected and interconnected organization, and they all belong to us. From these our other countries, a greatness came, a mighty something, a glory, a splendor that came. And why did it come? If there is a descent from the higher countries, it is always in response to some call from below. And that call is, he says, Earth's yearning for the glories of the countries above, for the glory of God, and her cry of bliss. The earth is suffering all along, pain and suffering have been her lot, and the earth has been crying hoarse for bliss. So, this aspiration, an intense aspiration which is denoted by the word yearning, and the cry of the soul, the cry of the heart of the earth for bliss, evoke the response of a greatness from our other countries. A silence in the noise of earthly things immutably revealed the secret word. He explicates further what else happened. In the noise of earthly things, this is a normal feature of our life, noise. And in this noise, at some level, there is a silence, there is a peace, and this silence reveals the secret word is a formation of power, formation of revelation. And this silence, without wavering, without changing, it reveals a secret magazine of power. And at the revelation of the word that is power, a mightier influx filled the oblivious clay. Oblivious clay, earth matter. The clay, earth, mud, oblivious, unconscious. It is not aware of anything that is happening. A higher influx, a stronger and a newer influx from above filled the oblivious clay. And as a result, a lamp was lit, a light was lit, a sacred image made, a form, a holy form was created. Refers to Savitri, but here also is a secret of what we call Murti. The secret behind the Murti Puja says, a silence in the noise of earthly things immutably revealed the secret word, that is the mantra, which an adept who installs the higher presence in the image or the idol, he intones the mantra, and that mantra is first revealed. It is not taken from books, and in consequence of the intonation of the mantra, a mightier influx filled the oblivious clay. The clay for the image that is prepared, out of which the image is prepared, that is charged. The clay out of which the murti is prepared is charged with a higher energy, you may call it energy, I would call it presence, and a lamp was lit, a ray of consciousness, a ray of light is a flame and a sacred image made. It becomes sacred. An image in which you worship God, it becomes that a murti as a result of these processes. This is the deeper meaning in Sanskrit rhetoric. It is always there, that is, for every sentence of such type, there is what is called the mukhyartha, the primary meaning. Deeper is the lakshyartha, the artha which is not patent, but lakshya, denoted, something that is denoted. A stream is flowing. Now a stream, it can mean a stream of water. It can mean a stream of life, depending upon the context. So this is called lakshana. That is, a thing that is denoted is more important than a thing that is patent to the common eye. So just as last time we saw a description of the process of meditation in the course of a description of the seasons, here the image, how the sacred image is made. Externally, it is the formation of Savitri's form. And he says, A mediating ray has touched the earth. As a result of this image being formed, a ray of light, a ray of consciousness, a ray of truth, mediating between the heaven and the earth, has touched the ground, bridging the gulf between man's mind and God's. Man's mind is the highest that has been developed in the human system. Now between that human mind and God's, this mediating ray functions as a bridge and a link, translating heaven into a human shape. Its brightness linked our transience to the unknown, our transient material nature is linked to the unknown reality, to the unknown consciousness by the brightness of this mediating, intermediate ray of light. A spirit, now he makes it more specific, a spirit of its celestial source aware, a spirit has come, but it keeps the memory of from where it comes. The celestial, the divine source from which it has derived, it is fully aware of it, unlike most of us who have forgotten our source. A spirit of its celestial source aware descended into earth's imperfect mold. Mold is the, that kind of a vessel in which you can pour either silver or gold or even the earth, wet earth, and it takes that shape. So earth's imperfect mold, in that a spirit descended and wept not, fallen to mortality. Its source is celestial, its nature is bright, but because it has descended into the imperfect mold of earth, it is not sorry, it does not regret, it does not weep, but looked on all with large and tranquil eyes. It is aware. It is not sorry that it has forfeited its higher source and has come down here to this transient, painful world, but looked on all with large and tranquil eyes. That is Savitri. Now, wept not, fallen to mortality. This should be read in conjunction with Sri Aurobindo's other phrases elsewhere, where he says, a Godhead greater by a human fate. God is great, no doubt, but because he comes down and takes upon himself the karma, takes upon himself to work out the fate of man, he is greater. So it has been a favorite conception of Sri Aurobindo that God on earth is greater than God in his heaven. Because here he takes upon himself the additional burden and the challenge that is consequent to birth on earth. So a Godhead greater by a human fate. Here, and wept not, fallen to mortality, but looked on all with large and tranquil eyes. One had returned from the transcendent plains, but the person, the individual who has come is not something new. It is not a new arrival. It is somebody who has come back again on earth. One had returned from the transcendent plains and bore anew the load of mortal breath, taken on again the burden of human life, mortal breath. She has done it before. She is doing it once again. One had returned from the transcendent plains and bore anew the load of mortal breath, who had striven of old with our darkness and our pain. She had struggled before in some bygone age with the darkness and the pain that prevail on earth. She took again her divine unfinished task. Why did she have to come again? Because the task had not been finished. And the task is not a human task or an earthly task, it is a divine task. She took again her divine unfinished task. Survivor of death and the aeonic years, she took birth, she passed away, but she has survived the death. And the aeonic years, the ages of centuries after centuries, she has survived. Once more with her fathomless heart, she fronted time. Her heart cannot be plumbed. It cannot be measured. Such a one, she fronted time. She came face to face with time once again, as she had done many times before. Again, there was renewed, again revealed the ancient closeness by earth vision veiled, the ancient closeness between the earth's nature, earth soul and the heaven soul. That contact was renewed, revealed to the eye, but by earth vision veiled. The vision of earth is always limiting, and acting as a curtain, covering the truth. But this was again revealed. The secret contact broken off in time. There was a secret contact between the earth and heaven, between matter and spirit, but it was broken off at some point in time. Now that is again renewed, a consanguinity of earth and heaven. Now that secret contact, what is that? A consanguinity is blood relation, so close, so intimate. A consanguinity of earth and heaven, the blood tie between earth and heaven, and he makes it more clear, between the human portion toiling here. Mark the words portion. He doesn't say between man toiling here. Between the human portion of God, that is man toiling here, human portion, that is humanity, which is a portion of God working here, and an as yet unborn and limitless force. There is a secret contact between the human portion of God, between the human portion of that limitless force, which is not born here as yet. As yet indicates it is going to be one time, one day. As yet it has not been. So it indicates at some time it is going to be. This is again what's the Mukhya Artha and Lakshartha. Mukhya Artha and Lakshana Artha. Again the mystic deep attempt began. Mystic, it can't be understood by the reasoning mind. Deep, not visible on the surface. Attempt, it is an effort. The daring wager of the cosmic king, the challenge, the gamble of the cosmic game, the Leela, that has begun again with the birth of Savitri on earth. For why did it have to be? He explains, for since upon this blind and whirling globe, whirling, always circling round and round, and blind, it is not conscious at that time, earth wheeling round, in the first canto you read, in the unconscious hollows. So, ever since upon this blind and whirling globe, earth plasm, living matter of earth, first quivered with the illumining mind. Ever since this living matter of earth shook at the impact of a ray of the illumining mind from above, and life invaded the material sheath, the material cover. When life invaded and entered, the ray of mind touched the earth plasm, living matter. Life invaded the material sheath, afflicting in conscience with the need to feel. Now, the result of the impact of this illumining mind and the invasion of the life force was the pervading in conscience is now teased, afflicted, compelled with pain, with the need to feel. Till then, it was nations, it had no feeling. It was dead, inert matter. With the entry of mind, the ray of mind, with the flow of life, feeling starts. So, in conscience is afflicted with the need to feel. Since in infinity's silence woke a word, since that moment, when in the silence of infinity, a word, a formation of sound woke, since that time, that is, to put it in short, since the beginning of things, a mother wisdom works in nature's breast. A wisdom, a prajna, a mother wisdom, it is a mother to all that is happening and is to happen. It works in nature's breast. We may not see it, we may not be conscious of it, but that mother wisdom, mother as wisdom, the Divine Mother as wisdom, it works in nature's breast. For what? To pour delight on the heart of toil and want. There is toil, endless toil going on. Everywhere there is want. On that, this mother wisdom tries to pour delight, happiness, joy, and press perfection on life's tumbling powers. This wisdom goads every power of life to work, to strive for perfection. It doesn't allow these powers to stop midway. Impose heaven's sentience on the obscure abyss. Abyss is the bottomless pit of inconscience. Obscure because there is no light, there is no awareness. On that, This mother wisdom works to impose a heaven sentience, an awareness and a feeling coming from the heaven, and make dumb matter conscious of its God. It works to awake matter to the presence of its God. Matter has its Lord. Matter and God are not separate. So matter's Godhead, matter is made to become conscious. Dumb matter, inarticulate matter, is compelled to become aware that there is a Godhood in it. Although our fallen minds forget to climb, normally our minds are fallen into the quagmire, into the mud and what is it called? The mire, the mire of desires, passions and things, and they forget that we have to climb. We are busy circling round and round in the petty pits of the earth. But we have to climb, our minds forget. So he says, although our fallen minds forget to climb, although our human stuff resists or breaks, our human stuff does not want to make an effort, does not want to climb. It is content to stay where it is. Or if there is too much of pressure, it just breaks down. So, although our fallen minds forget to climb, although our human stuff resists or breaks, she keeps her will that hopes to divinize clay. The mother wisdom, the mother consciousness keeps her will persistent, and that will aims to divinize clay, divinize earth matter. Failure cannot repress, defeat overthrow. This high will cannot be suppressed or repressed by failures, what we call failures, nor defeat by the nether forces, overthrow that will. That will continues. Whatever the defeats, whatever the failures, that will is kept on. Time cannot weary her. The passage of time does not tire her, nor the void subdue. The void around cannot conquer it. The ages have not made her passion less. Her intensities, her eagerness, her enthusiasm has not been lessened by the passage of time. No victory she admits of death or fate. Death is inevitable, possible. There is fate. Death and fate rule the earth, but she does not admit that they will be the victors. She faces them. She fronts them, but she does not admit that they are going to win, they are the winners. She continues the fight.